going on, dudes? How's everybody doing this weekend? I am doing quite well. Thanks for asking. Let me transition to the webcam. All right, seems like we got some fans here. I'm doing pretty well. Just hanging out. Just figured I'd do a little bit of live stream just for fun for a little bit. I got the I got a 100-foot Ethernet cord here hooked up, so hopefully we don't have any more lag issues. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Probably maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. It's very warm in here. I'm already sweating, so we'll see how it goes. So here, I don't know, I haven't decided what I want to do today, so I was going to ask you guys, and I think we got two options here. Cool Tiger, 99 cents. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Show some love for Cool Tiger in the chat. Thank you very much. So I haven't decided what I want to do. I'm thinking we could either do a little operating session on the P&B, or we can do some work on the Dry Brook. But I wanted to see what you guys were into, because I'm down for either one of those things. But let's see what you guys have to say. Double Spike Productions, what's up? Jay Vlogs, what's going on? Seth. We could run the Dry Brook. Building. Dry Brook. All right, everybody seems to be so far saying the Dry Brook. Got 28 people watching right now. Operating session. Dry Brook, then ops on the P&B. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at the Dry Brook. Because I did do a little tiny bit of work. I gotta move my screens around here. I did do a little bit of work recently. Not too much, though. And I'm gonna switch over to the game in a second here. Bob Shaw's here. What's up, dude? So just waiting for Trainz to get kind of loaded up here. It's pre-caching content, as usual. How do I sound? Do I sound all right? Because I updated OBS and all my presets and everything kind of got a little out of whack. 31 people watching. Not bad. All right, let me switch over to the game. Can I do an airport in Allegheny? I probably could. I've had some requests to do that, so it might not be a bad idea at some point. Man, these keyboard commands are wonky today. All right, so, Dry Brook. What have I done since the last time that we streamed? If there is lag on this, then I'm really going to be perplexed as to what the problem is, because I am hardwired at this point. I'm going to move around just a little tiny bit. Sound is good. I'm seeing lag on my broadcast, like, monitor here. Turn down the sound a little bit. In-game sound. I'm really confused why I'm still seeing lag there in the broadcast stream. Strict Toaster, hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's everybody say hi to Strict Toaster. No pressure. So yeah, I don't know why I'm still getting some lag here, but I guess we'll just try to make do with it. I'll move around slowly. Maybe this must be an OBS setting, maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I did a little bit of work over here. Laying out the oil terminal, or not oil, what do we got here? Corn syrup? I keep forgetting. It's been so long since I've been on this map. Cool Tiger, 99 cents. Let's show some love for Cool Tiger. Thank you so much. Lag on your end. Yeah, this is, it's kind of weird. I wonder if I have to adjust some other settings. Anyway, so I was using some of these, the road striping stuff here as well. And I worked on this intersection over here. I'm just going to move slowly just to show you guys. Put up the crossing gates, I think, is the last thing I did. Put in this gas station. Added some fast food restaurants. Oh yeah, we had a KFC. I could have put that on the P&B. Turn down the graphics. But I'm not sure if it's the graphics in the game. It's just strange that I never had this problem before, and then it started happening recently. Let me check OBS here. I'm wondering if it's a setting in OBS. Let's see. What would that be? Video? Well, that's frustrating. Yeah, I really don't know what in OBS here that could possibly be. Controls, streaming, settings, studio mode. Scene collection tools. Yeah, it's weird that it only happens when I move around. I'll turn down my settings a little bit in the game and just see if that helps. I don't know. We'll turn down the draw distance. Tree detail, post-processing. Oh, post-processing requires a game restart for some reason, so we'll just leave that as it is. Let's see how this does. Maybe this will help. It's strange because it only happens when I'm moving around, like, rapidly. I don't know. Anyway, so my hope with this area also was to wire up these traffic lights to change with the crossing, which I've never done before, so I'm not even too sure how to do that. These are the Atlas style ones. So you can set them to work off of a trigger, but I've never set these up before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So maybe we'll take a look at that today. Bill M, what's up, dude? Welcome. Everybody say hi to Bill M. Hey Ben, Bill, it's been a long time. I haven't talked to you in a bit. Let's see, what else have I done around here? I extended out the track. I graded this a little tiny bit so it wasn't floating. Added some power lines. Let's see, I cut in a stream finally. And I scenicked it a little bit. It looks like turning down those graphic settings might have helped, oddly enough. So maybe it was just like some kind of a rendering issue. I'm gonna turn the draw distance back up just a little tiny bit. And then we'll just fly back down this way. I don't think I did any other work anywhere else. What I'm gonna do is I gotta get my hands on the source file for this lumber yard. I'm gonna reskin the name, the sign here, the lumber sign, and the building itself. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I will be doing that so I have more of a sort of a custom look. So we'll be doing that. Let's see. I guess in case you haven't seen, if you're new and you haven't seen what I've been doing here, we'll just kind of fly down slowly. I'll take a peek at the chat while we fly down. Hopefully it doesn't lag out too much. Take a sip of some coffee. Some good coffee. Yeah, still seeing some stutter in there in the broadcast. Very strange. Turn it down even more. It might be the post-processing settings. I don't know. Am I on summer break? I don't get a summer break. I graduated school a long time ago. I work at a school, but we work, the job that I do, we're working all summer. So, no break for me. What do I think of the K&L Hiawatha? I think it's great. Everything out of K&L is great. Steve does really great work. Too much lag. Yeah, dudes, I don't know what's going on with that. Really, really irritating. I wonder if I could change... Let me see something here. I got this limit capture frame rate. I'll try that and see if maybe that helps. I don't know what this SLI crossfire capture mode is, and then there's a force scaling option as well. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, Bill, I know the Allegheny is a really, really tough area to fill in, for sure. Husky Rail Fanner, what's up? Anyway, so this is the beginning of the Dry Brook. I guess this would be the East End yard, and where it connects, interchanges with the rest of the world out there. Still getting a lot of lag there. Crossfire capture mode. I'm not sure what that does. Let me see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm still kind of looking at these settings in OBS. Things that you don't know are going to be an issue until you actually start the stream, you know? Which stinks. I hate having to, like, troubleshoot this kind of stuff, like, live. I wonder if I change the bit rate. Right now, the video bit rate is set to 2500. Is that too high, or is that low? I don't know. It doesn't even sound... I don't know what it's supposed to be. That's just the default, I think. How do I get the cracks in the track around the asphalt? That's a texture. It's a Tume texture. It's right here, actually. Tume Street 104, 107. I think it's built in. I'm pretty sure the Kuid down at the bottom is white, so I think it's built in. Let's see, if you guys are just joining, sorry, we're getting some lag, so I'm trying to troubleshoot some of these video settings here. Oh, the encoders, maybe I could try this different encoder. It's set to software. Move around a little tiny bit. What's weird is that in the broadcast stream in OBS, it looks fine. It's just that it's in the YouTube preview that I'm seeing that it looks like very laggy. It's still laggy. What's up, Adam Jenkins? He says, hello, it's Lodkins. What's happening, dude? So that didn't do anything. I'm gonna try turning down the bit rate, I guess. It's at 2500. Don't let me forget that, 2500. I'm gonna turn it down to 1500. I don't know what that's gonna do. We'll find out. And then there's also advanced encoder settings. Man, I'm sweating. I'm gonna turn the fan on, I think. It's not lagging when I'm not moving, but as soon as I start moving, it's gonna lag for you. So let me try that and see what happens. Encoder preset, higher equals less CPU. It's set to default right now. Still getting that lag. Low latency, high quality. Let's try that. Tom Boer, what's happening, dude? Edward Todd, what's going on? Let's try this a little bit, see what happens. Welcome to the live stream where we just spend time troubleshooting lag issues. It still looks laggy. Oh my gosh. Anybody know about OBS? Swedish Trainz fan, what's happening? Let's try this. Low latency, high performance. I don't even, you know, these might even require like a restart for OBS. I don't even know. Looks a little jittery in my OBS preview, but let's see. Still laggy, man. All right, let me see if there's maybe one more thing I could try. Let's see. My CPU right now is at 7.9%, 9.2%. Let me move around a little bit and see what it says while I'm moving. 18% while I'm kind of zipping around. 19. So it's not really taxing the CPU. That's why I think maybe it has to do with how it's encoding it or something. I'm not sure. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Go to Task Manager and set high priority. All right, I'll try that too. So let's see, obtain. How do you even set it to high priority these days? Let's see, set priority high for OBS. And Trainz, where is that? Set priority to high. Okay. So we'll try that. I really think that it's how it's encoding it. Oh, you know what? Even YouTube is telling me that my stream health, what am I looking at here? It says my stream health is yellow. It's okay. Very strange. And I'm plugged in. Maybe my internet really, like, I did a speed test before this though, and it was really good. So I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, we're getting some lag issues with the broadcast stream. I'm just trying to straighten out so it's not, you know, I don't know, seizure inducing. Could try turning the bitrate down even more on here. Set it down to 500. I don't really know how that's going to affect what this looks like, but maybe that'll help. Yeah, I can't change it to 7. Wow, that really... Yeah, I could see how when I'm moving around, it's really compressing that. Oh my gosh. Let me turn it back to 1500. That is terrible. All right, well, let me try 1500 and we'll see how that does. Let me move around a little tiny bit. The lag looks like it kind of went away a little bit, but that bitrate is terrible. And I am getting a yellow stream health thing too here. Do I have Discord? Yes, I do. Let me give you the link if you're not part of the Discord chat. Might as well do that in the meantime. There you go. I'm gonna close Discord because that might be lagging me out a little bit too. D-Man DC, what's up, dude? Let's see how this looks a little bit better. I guess that's a little bit better. We'll just leave it at that. I might have to do like a straight up test stream at some point and really dig in and figure this stuff out. All right, so what are we gonna do? Let's go back down this way. We'll zip through here. Oh, I did add, I don't remember if I showed you guys. I'm zipping around like crazy. Where is it? I did add a passenger platform over here for the little excursion train behind this diner, and I think it looks pretty cool. I like the idea. You can run the excursion train right up to about here, and passengers could get off and go to the diner or go to the park, go to the baseball game happening over here, stuff like that. Go play basketball. So I like that. I think it's pretty cool. Bill M's asking a question here. He says, trivia question, what branch is the Woodland number 2 spur on? That is a good question. Let's see if anybody in the chat can guess that one. Yeah, I'm gonna try to minimize my movement because I see it is pixelating pretty badly, but I do have to move a little bit. So I think we'll do some work down this way. So we'll work on this for a little bit, and then we're gonna do a little operating on the P&B, I think. Are the coal cars new? They, I believe, are the ones that are from the Tidewater? I forgot what they're called. I think they're like, I think the reporting marks are like Tidewater or something. I don't want to fly back down there and look, so. The excursion train is a New York Central unit. What is this? An RS3. And the passenger cars, I think, are from... where are they from? I think they're from Trainz Forge. Alright, so let's try to dig in here and do a little bit of work. Will Allegheny have a passenger station in it? I should do that. Bill M, the answer is Moss Creek Branch. Nobody got it. I didn't know the answer to that either, for the record. Let's see if we can try to like scenic in this area a little tiny bit. Again, I'm gonna try to minimize the amount of moving I'm doing because that seems to be part of the problem. And I think, I haven't decided exactly, oh yeah, I have a road that I need to attach. We're gonna add some roads here. You guys getting excited for Trainz next? I've been seeing some really, really awesome screenshots coming out of that, man. Really, really crazy stuff. The, what is it? The PBR textures? Holy cow. It's like a real game changer, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't want to... I could probably sign up for like the beta test and stuff, but at the same time, that's gonna like take away from doing other stuff. So I don't want to do that just yet. How long? Tom Boer's asking what the route length is gonna be. It's gonna be about 8 miles. So I laid out to the edge of the frame up there, which is about 3 miles. So it should be at least twice as long, if not a little bit bigger than it currently is. They need to fix shadows. Yeah, they need to fix their lighting because the nighttime lighting in this game is so bad. I can't stand it. like street lights and stuff like that just look terrible. It's like, it's laughable. But I think, I heard rumors that they are adding point lighting, so we will see what happens. Yeah, it's still in development, but they're supposed to be trying to release it by the end of the year, which I can't possibly see that happening. But we'll see, who knows? Anything's possible. Let's see, I want to get like a good angle on these roads here. So the idea with... I'm going to delete this spline point. Let's see. Strict, what time are you streaming? Just out of curiosity. Because I wanted to pop in on that too. I'm guessing probably later this afternoon, my time. So the idea with this is we're going to be going from sort of downtown city into the countryside. Like out here is going to be more farmland sort of stuff. So I think we're going to try to get a little bit done on that. And then we'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to them releasing SP3 because there's just so many weird little bugs in SP2 that I keep having. And it would really be great if they... Oh, Strict is streaming in about 5 hours. Cool. Alright. Good to know. SP2 is so buggy. Like, I get this... Whenever I open up the paint tool, I get, like, a lag spike. Like, let's see if I can change... If I can make it happen. Anyway, they need to fix that. And then this stupid, rotation thing that seems to come and go for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. And I could probably update to the SP3 beta, but at the same time, like, I have too many different things, too many different projects that I'm working on right now, and if something gets bugged out and corrupted in the process, that's going to be a big problem. I don't know why I'm putting dirt underneath the Taco Bell. So let's see. Man, I hate that the draw distance is so short. Can't see anything. Let's grab some of these trees here. And we're gonna just paste these in, and then we'll mix them up a little tiny bit, but I just want to get a little bit of a base going. And I also have a tutorial. I keep mentioning this tutorial series, but I do have a tutorial series that I've been working on, and I'd like to get it out soon. But I'm really, really excited for this new series that you guys are gonna see starting on Friday. I've been working on it. I was working on it last night, and I was doing some work on it this morning for the intro and the graphics and all that kind of stuff. And whew, man, I'm just super excited about it. I think you guys are really, really gonna like it because it's different, it's fun, it's gonna be cool. Do I like steam or diesel better? You guys like asking that question. I prefer diesel. I'm not much of a steam engine connoisseur. In fact, I don't know anything about steam engines, really. It's not my thing. Which is weird to say because I've been doing a lot of these like transition era model railroad maps like Union Terminal and Appalachian Central and some other stuff, so. But I'm really not a big fan of steam stuff. What am I doing? I gotta get my focus here. What I need is some of this spline, this TB spline. I need a wide one. Here's another bug. I'm hitting the arrow keys here to go through assets, and it's not moving anything. Where sometimes it will move, and sometimes it won't. It's very strange. Do I plan on doing any European layouts? Probably not, because I think European trains are ugly, and I quite frankly don't know anything about them, so that unless somebody gives me a whole bunch of information, I probably won't ever touch one of those. So let's see, this is going upgrade. I'm gonna add a couple of spline points through here. Just mix this up a little tiny bit. Maybe bring it down. The only problem with using splines is that you get a lot of patterns out of them. And that could be a little bit irritating. You gotta mix it up with, you know, some regular assets too. Try to lower that a little tiny bit. What I would really like to do someday is like some kind of a collaboration. Like I was trying to do that with the main central, but that didn't work out too well. Hopefully that will be fixed soon and we can get back into that. But I'd like to do like some kind of like a real collaboration at some point. It would be really cool, I think. Just to get some more variety and into a build. But what would really be cool, and I was talking to one of the Jointed Rail guys about this the other day, is if there was sort of like a, you know, like a surveyor mode where you and your friends could work on the same map at the same time. Kind of like, you know, like on a server. Like if you were to play like Minecraft on a server or something like that. You know, you guys are playing on a map with your friends together. It's the same map, you're on it at the same time. You know, that kind of thing. So it'd be really cool if somebody could host it and, you know, you could all sort of build together with a group of people. TN, hello, how's it going? By the way, where's everybody watching from today? I like asking that question because I like seeing where everybody is, especially on a Saturday. Here it's noon, so we might have some European people here, which would be pretty cool. We need to mix in some trees. These trees aren't too great. Let's add some more shrubbery. We're gonna mix in some pine trees here, I think. Have I checked out the new Main Central Jeeps at JR? I think they're Boston and Maine, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm hoping that a Main Central scheme will come soon. Let's see, Virginia, Kansas, Michigan, Kentucky, UK, San Antonio, Texas. Cool. Southwest Virginia. Would I consider building some sort of downtown interurban route? If you are interested in that, you're definitely gonna like the series that's gonna start on Friday. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Let's see, I'm coming over here to get some pine trees. Yeah, I don't wanna spoil it, but I've been hinting at it. I've posted a few photos in my Discord and on Instagram what this next project is, and as I was saying before, I'm super excited to get it out to you guys. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. I don't want to say what the name of it is. I have talked about it before, so I guess if you were paying attention to some of my tweets and stuff like that in the past, you'll probably know what's coming. Let's see, we want to make this look kind of overgrown, right? So bring in some more pine trees. I like these pine trees. This pine tree group is really nice. Mix it up a little tiny bit. I find that pine trees tend to grow together in clusters, big groups like that. You know, pine cone falls on the ground and doesn't really go too far. I don't think, like, I don't know of any animals that eat pine cones, so I don't think they travel too far. Let's see, what I want to do, I'm going to put the ballast down on this track so I can get kind of a better idea of what I'm doing. Yep, see, there was a bit of lag right there. So we're going to just do some of this ballast. As I was saying in the yesterday's P&B episode, in the future, what I think I want to do is, just because like I've spread myself kind of thin on different projects, I think what I want to do is sort of focus in a little bit more, like pick a project, let's say something like this, and then really focus in on making my own paint scheme for the engines and freight cars and like a caboose, and maybe making some custom buildings and doing that kind of thing. Just gonna mix this in. This is kind of a little bit temporary. But then like kind of really see through it from beginning to end in as many details as I possibly can, you know? Sort of more like if it was like a real model railroad where you would custom build buildings and, you know, paint your own locomotives and stuff like that. Have I ever thought about making a New Orleans route in Louisiana? No, I have not. Virtual Rail Fan, hey, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. So if you're just joining, we're doing a little bit of work on the Dry Brook route, and then I think we're gonna do a little bit of an ops session on the P&B, or here. I haven't decided what. Kind of really indecisive today because I've been working hard on a lot of stuff off camera. Off camera? Did I say on camera? I've been working hard on a lot of stuff. I kind of want to just take it easy, take a breather, have some fun. But yeah, I don't know what my next like big project is going to be. I got to see through. I really am dying to make a lot of progress on this, and I know I said I wasn't going to do videos on this, but I might indeed start doing some videos at some point. Just because the P&B is gonna kind of wrap up soon, sort of. I'm gonna take a break from it for a little bit so I can do some more work on this and some other like smaller mini projects, just to kind of like keep myself fresh and inspired, you know, among other things. But yeah, so I might do some videos around here. Will I ever make a route based on the Sioux? I'm not sure. I'm more, you guys know, I'm more of a northeastern kind of guy, so I tend to stick with that sort of look. New England stuff, northeastern routes, and that sort of thing. Let's see, I kind of wanted this to be, kind of wanted the track subroad bed to be a little bit higher, so let's see. Kind of wanted this to feel a little bit more like it was built on a fill. Let's do this actually, because this is low. Let's turn this up. I do many layouts of shunting and industrial things. That's kind of what I tend to do. That's kind of what I tend to do with these little model railroad style things. Let's see, can we bring this a little bit more? How high are we? Might be about all we're gonna get out of that. What I could do is bring down this side a little bit. Whoa. I definitely like the idea of this looking more like it's built on higher fill. I don't think that there's enough of a change in elevation though. That's actually kind of cool. It'll be more noticeable once I get some more scenery on here. think that that's going to be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do on this build still. I have to do a lot of the downtown scenes, and then obviously everything that goes off like into the woods all the way down to the end of the line. So let's start to fill this in. These trees are a little repetitive, so let's get rid of a few of them. That one. And we'll put some different trees in there. I kind of don't mind it being a lot of like shrubbery stuff too, though. Might do that. Let's see. Do this. If you're looking for switching routes and stuff like that, yeah, my Franklin Avenue Industrial, you can pick up from the Trainz portal, Trainz store. Actually, let me put a link. I have my affiliate link. Let's see, Creator Studio. Might as well. I should put that in the description now that I'm thinking about it, of my live streams. That would make sense. Where is it? There we go. Put it in the chat. All right, cool. Yeah, with the Franklin Avenue, if you buy it, I made the route, and then I made Monday Morning Local, the operating session, and then somebody else made the other three, which are not very good. So, don't get the wrong idea, because the other ones are really not that great. What are we doing? We want to place some of this stuff here. And then we're gonna slowly fill it in. Sorry, it's taking me a little bit to actually get my focus on here. And keep peeking over at chat. We'll just kind of like drop in a few of these guys here. And we're gonna work our way outward. And then I kind of like to lower these down a little tiny bit, because I like on this grass, like the top tips of it are kind of yellow. I like that. And then like, let's change the height of the, some of this grass here. Some of this splinage. So it's not so repetitive. Drop that down. The thing that's nice about using splines is that you can conform it to the terrain. So you don't have to worry about like floating assets and stuff like that. But the only other problem with that, like I said, is the repetitiveness. But you can get some cool effects if you kind of play your cards right. Any custom content made for this route yet? No, nothing yet, because I haven't really been doing it. I've been trying to finish up the P&B, and then I've got 5 episodes of this new series recorded, and I'm editing them, so I've been super busy. I haven't touched this, honestly, I don't think since the last time we streamed, which really stinks because I really like this map. I want to do much more with it. We're gonna really beat this up too. One of my goals with this map is to kind of make it feel a little bit more alive than anything else that I've done, which is why I've been using some of those road, the traffic, whatever you call it, these things. What are they called? These invisible roads that the cars will follow. So what I'd like to do, obviously that's not super realistic, and same with these cars passing each other, which is really irritating, but one thing I'd like to do is, you know, animate these traffic lights to actually change and maybe have the cars start and stop. Obviously I can't make them do all the different turns and stuff like that as far as I'm aware. That would be a cool thing to have, but I again, what I was saying earlier is I would like the these crossing gates when they go down and they activate for these traffic lights to kind of sync up properly. So, you know, this light here would stay green. This one would have like a green turn signal, so you can make the right-hand turn. This one would turn red. And then these ones down here would turn red and the cars would stop, you know, at the appropriate places. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's kind of my vision. And I'd like to do as much of that as possible throughout the map. And same thing like I did up here at the at this shopping center, having the invisible road in there so that cars can actually kind of circulate through. Just make it feel a little bit more lively than, you know, than Trainz actually allows you to be. I'm curious. So, never mind. I'll check that later. Anyway, so that's sort of my ideas there. Let's go back down this way. We need to add some tree varieties in here too. Just place a couple like random ones down and see what they look like. Some of these STRMM trees are really nice, and then some of them are kind of weird. That was not bad. I guess all trees are weird if you look at them long enough, but Sean Dean, what's up, dude? Welcome. Union Terminal is on the download station, yeah. Let's see. What other trees do we want? We should have some dead trees in here, yeah. It's kind of cool. The one thing that I don't like about these is that they look a little rubbery, but it's not terrible. But I like the idea of having those maybe like around the... kind of like a little swamp scene down there would be really cool. Let's see what other trees we got here. This is a nice little one. I like this guy. He's nice and big. I'll move him over there. For some reason, this is like my favorite tree asset that I have, this little guy. I really don't know why. I really just like this one quite a lot. And the bigger version of him too. Alright, so let's see, we're gonna move these guys over here a little tiny bit. So the thing is, like with this map, and I try to explain this to people sometimes, is that when I am building for a video versus when I'm kind of building something like this, it's a very different sort of, I don't want to say style, but a different mindset. Where when I'm building off camera, I kind of tinker with stuff a little bit more. And then when I'm making a video, obviously it's a little bit more straightforward. I want to be really concise with what I'm doing. That's one reason why I kind of didn't want to do videos on this, is because I want to be able to tinker with it and kind of mess around with different things that might not really be so great to have on camera, but you know. Don't forget to put down the railroad crossing marks on both lanes. Yeah, I'll remember that. Can the dead trees be turned on their side? I don't think any of these trees can roll. No. But there are some dead tree assets. Let me see here really quick. No, there's like a, I don't know if it's called downed tree or fallen tree. There's one of these. It's a gum tree. It's kind of cool. I don't think there's any gum trees up this way though. Yeah, can you? I don't think it was saying that you could roll these. Yeah, these don't allow any rolling. But there are some fallen trees. I used them on the P&B a couple episodes ago. I can't remember what they're called. Alright, let's see. So I guess here's what we'll do. We'll finish like this sort of strip, and then we'll do a little bit of operating. Most of the trees you can. The JVC trees you can roll. But these ones you cannot. Some more of that stuff in there. And then we'll fill in the ballast on the track a little tiny bit too. To really make it feel a little bit more overgrown. Again, that was my other sort of vision with this map, is that it's sort of formally abandoned, so I want it to still look not so well maintained. Still overgrown and whatever. David Mitchell, what's up? Did I ever figure out how to work the locomotive? I honestly haven't even tried. I haven't done any operating since the last time that we the last time that we did a stream, and that's partially because I've been doing other stuff. The only operating I end up doing is when I set up like a session or something like that to get cinematics for videos. Sorry, my allergies are pretty bad today. Pretty bad this week, man. Been really, really bad this week, actually. All right. Let's get down to like track level here and kind of peak. And then let's do this also. Let's grab some of these guys. Yeah, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to do a little bit of an ops session on the P&B now that a good chunk of Allegheny is, well, pretty much, the whole map is almost just about done, so. Well, the whole map that I have been working on, at least. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to set up some train cars. Maybe we can like do like a little yard work in Allegheny. Build a consist or something like that. I don't know if these trees are gonna be here or not. Taco Bell, you gotta get adapted. I'll do some work on that soon. I don't really want to work on that right now because I'm burned out from doing the fast food industries in the last episode. Let's see. Let's just move some of these around. They're starting to double up a little bit. Delete some of them. This doesn't have to be super dense. So we'll just delete a few here and there. I don't want to like kill the asset count or kill the frames because of all these trees. Just move some stuff around a little tiny bit, fill in some spaces. I've got some really good ideas for some scenes along this though. Gonna do a route tour of the P&B. I'm not gonna do it today, but yes, there will be. There is one coming. There is another one coming very, very, very soon. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. It will be soon. I'll do when we switch over to that after this. I'll give you a little bit of an overview of kind of like what's done, what's sort of like left to do for the future. But I'm not gonna do like a full tour. Or maybe I will. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm kind of just like going with the flow today. We'll see what happens. Let's move some of these guys up in here. Yeah, I'd like to get, for this route, a couple locomotives. I think my dream would be like a GP38, GP38-2, or some kind of a similar Jeep kind of unit. Maybe an old, either that or an EMD would be nice. Like an EMD high hood of some kind. And some kind of a switcher, like an SW1500 or something similar to that. And a caboose would be nice, and I don't know, not sure what else. We gotta do a little bit of background texturing. Add some old abandoned mills along the route. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a few more abandoned industries here and there around the map. Like I said, I haven't decided specifically what, but there's gonna be, what, 2 more industries on here. I think there's a team track that I have to build. Team track and the quarry / cement plant or whatever it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna do a quarry. Or a gravel quarry. Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna do. I have to check my notebook. I can't even remember everything. Alright, let's see. Let's just get in here and see what this is kind of looking like. So yeah, once we're gonna start filling in the track a little tiny bit, and we'll creep in some more overgrowth. Let's grab this. Move this over a little tiny bit. Get some more of this ragweed stuff here. Definitely want this to feel like, you know, late spring, early summer, like real weedy, overgrown, nasty. I have to add some more wildflowers, I think. Let's see, we got that. Can mix this in a little tiny bit. I definitely really like these TB grasses and stuff like that. They look sharp. Some of them are a little big for my specific liking, I guess, but a little, like, tall, but it's fine. Drop that down. Let's grab a couple shrubs. Alright, let's get in there. Let's see if we can... Now, the hard part about bringing the terrain up a little tiny bit is that we're on a grade, so I can't do this the normal way that I do it. I'll have to do it like a little at a time, like this. I usually use the like the terrain height tool or the plateau tool, but because this is actually, I think, like a 1% grade. Let's see, which is the grade tool of this one. It's a little less than a 1% grade, but it is on a grade, so that makes it a little bit complicated. This is definitely going to be like my overly detailed, over-the-top kind of project. Gonna be a lot of little details in here, I think. I got to get better about adding people. Definitely got to add more people. And if this project is still happening when the new Trainz comes out, I'd really like to do some, like, real lighting in here, because I like the idea of having a really nice, like, nighttime sort of look, but that's just not doable in this game right now. At all. Okay, get in there. I've been watching Flux's new videos. I forgot the name of the map is City Skylines Avalon, I think is it. And he's doing a lot with like night lighting and stuff like that, and it's just like got me drooling. Like, oh god, I would love to be able to do that in this game. Absolutely would just love to be able to do that. Here we go with the lag. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna use some of this, and then what we're also gonna do is bring in a little bit more dirt too to dirty it up. Yoshi Plushes HD, thank you. And welcome to the stream. I don't recognize your name. Let's see. I like this texture for like the areas where the ballast is sticking up, because it looks like really like, I don't know, unkempt ballast for some reason. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's just another ballast texture, but it just looks like kind of like dirty, beat up, mixed up ballast. I like that. And we're gonna add a little bit more dirt. Kind of mix this in just a little bit here. Again, I keep picturing in my head, and this is based on the Catskill Mountain branch, which the Catskill Mountain Railroad runs on right now, and I keep kind of picturing, it's not based, let me take that back. Let me reword that. It's not based on it, it's inspired. Very inspired by that and the look. So I keep trying to picture that, or looking at photos that I've taken along the main line and videos that I have and stuff like that to just try to get a little bit more of a feel for how to make a overgrown looking railroad look good. And we need a little bit more grass too through here. I can't see my keyboard to hit the parentheses key. I have to like keep peeking over my mic here. I guess maybe I can move it. This coffee is so good. All right, let's take a look from track level here. It's starting to look pretty cool. Oh, I like that you can see the power lines off through the trees there too. That's nice. That's a nice effect. So let's do a little bit of this too. I'm gonna do a little bit of detailing here. Let's see what we can find. Kind of like just going through this list of, derelict materials and seeing, what stuff looks like, and then I'll place it. Water heater. Tires, yes. We got a gas station here. There's definitely gonna be tires laying around. Throw one over there. Different one. I like doing stuff like this too. Like you could take one of these tires. Let's do this. Take one of these tires and we'll roll it like this. And then we can kind of like lean it. Kind of lean it on the fence here. That's a cool little detail. I like doing stuff like that. So we can do that. Got some old cars, old tractors, TVs, junk. I like all this junk. These would be cool. Derelict boxcar. That might make an interesting, something to like put in the woods. Maybe like up here. We'll just, I'm gonna leave that right there. That's not where it's gonna live, but I'm gonna leave that like as a reminder to myself to do something with that. Like a little old derailment sort of scene. Back to this. Let's not get too distracted. Shopping carts are cool. Always like that. All right, catch you later, Sean. Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Icer? By the way, I want to remind you guys, I don't like doing this kind of stuff, but I'm going to do it anyway. There is a sponsor button, and for just $5 a month, you can help support my channel through YouTube by hitting that sponsor button. I'm trying to get some better sponsor benefits. I'm trying to figure it out. I'd like to do like not like sponsor only live streams or anything like that, but something like give sponsors the ability to watch videos before they're actually released. Like right now, Bob Shaw has been a frequent donator, and I don't have a Patreon or anything set up, but I've been sending him the link to videos before they actually go live so he can watch them before everybody else. That's something I know Strict Toaster does, and I like that idea. I don't want to specifically do a whole lot of, you know, content that's only for people who are paying for it. I just want to give people who give me money a little bit more, you know, enhance their experience. So if you're interested, for just $5 right now, you can hit that sponsor button. You'll also get, I think it makes your text green in the chat. You will be a sponsor in the chat, and you'll also have the approach medium icon to use, like as an emoji, I believe. Oh, here we go. This is kind of cool. So right now, those are the benefits. I'm gonna hold on to this. We're gonna put this guy back here because that gives me an idea. But anyway, I hate having to, you know, say that kind of stuff, but I do intend on doing this, trying to do this long term, so any little bit helps. What is this thing? Derelict mixer? Oh, like a cement mixer. That's kind of cool. Let's put that back here. And all this derelict stuff, man, my mouth does not want to make words today. Jeez. All these like derelict items are really cool to sort of, like if you just place them down, they look good. But if you know, take the adjust height tool and if you hold down shift, you can move it in smaller increments. But you just bury it just a little tiny bit, like it's been, you know, there for a long time and kind of covered in soil and stuff like that. Really, really helps the look. Let's do another one here. And I also have randomly rotate new objects turned on too, which is really, really helpful when it comes to placing grasses and trees and kind of stuff like that. I gotta blow my nose, excuse me 1 second. Sorry. All right. Do a car storage siding with some old box cars and tankers. That could be kind of cool. Where do you go to hit the sponsor button? It should be, I mean, I can't see where it is here, but it should be down by like the subscribe button. Something like that. 844 Steam fan, what up, dude? I'm doing well. Jimmy Productions, we'll catch you later, man. Thanks for hanging. Let's see, where am I? What am I trying to do? Just going through this derelict list. These are good too. I like using these culvert pipes. Let's throw them right here. Sometimes I'll put this stuff on different layers so that way, like, I can move it around a little bit more easily without affecting other objects. But some of these newer assets don't have the problem where the hitbox is like gigantic, so it's a little bit easier to like zero in on what you're trying to hit. Jimmy Productions left and then he came back. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I like that I turned that into like a meme of myself. Let's do that again over here too a little bit. You know, what am I listening to? I just realized. Oh, okay. All right. This is fine. I'm like listening to this music. I'm like, wait a minute. Is any of this YouTube safe? Yeah, it's fine. Right. So, all right. So I kind of want to try to do this. That's looking a lot better. Let's put a couple cars in here. I kind of want to try hooking up these lights. I think that's the next thing I want to try to do. We'll try to sort it out together. Let's throw a couple cars down again. Like I was saying with the in my video yesterday, these cars are a little bit overused, but it's not the end of the world. Let's see. That is kind of floating, I think. Yeah. How can we do this? Because I think the terrain is not. You're not seeing the sponsor button. Let me. I can actually go to my channel while I'm streaming. And I'll see if I can tell you where it is. I might, you might hear me. Yeah, there should be, the sponsor button should be right at the top of the chat, where it says watch on YouTube Gaming. And I just resized all of my windows. I have to resize them back. All right. You wouldn't happen to have a public stream playlist? No, I haven't put all of my streams in a playlist yet. I should probably do that, though. Yeah, I probably should do that soon. So they're just kind of like on my... They're just spread out across the channel. I'll probably have to sort them out, too, so that, you know, the Dry Brook live streams are separate from the P&B live streams. You know what? We can bring up the... This is what we'll do. Let's match the terrain height. Whatever it is here. I just don't like that those parking lines are floating. We can match the height. There we go. Okay, now we can put these cars down. Oh, as far as the songs that I use, no. The music, what we're listening to right now is music that I think came from the YouTube Creator Studio stuff. Pretty sure that that's what this is. Other than that, I get my music, my other music from Epidemic Sound, so I don't have a playlist that you can download or listen to, but if you go to Epidemic Sound, that's pretty much got all the music that I use for the most part. Except for what we're listening to right now, because I think the playlist I put on right now is the... Yeah, this is all YouTube, YouTube music. Alright, let's see. Is the main line of this route single track? Yes, this is just a short line, so it's single track, lots of abandoned spurs and sidings and stuff like that. I'll do another flyover in a minute if you're just joining here. But what I want to do really quick, we'll do that in driver. But what I want to try to do is see if I could at least configure one of these lights so I could figure out what's going on here. So let's take a look at this. Asset set to channel. So I'm assuming that this is just like setting up a regular Atlas crossing. Light set to route off. Okay. So I wonder if it's just a matter of setting up a trigger. So let's add a trigger. Does it have to be a specific trigger is my next question. We'll try the Atlas trigger. I'm guessing it probably has to be an Atlas trigger. And then we're gonna name it. We'll just do this intersection. Allergies. Alright, so let's see. Asset set to channel. We'll just put it on channel 1. Asset set to monitor trams on route. SPL. I don't think we need to do that. Trigger will respond to train priority 1, 2, and 3. Yes. I'm not selecting a route. Okay, so we're going to see what that does. So that's set up. And let's just see if we can... We set this to channel 1. Press to configure light sequence RAGA. So I know, yeah, if I click this, it'll add extra things. So you can make some weird light configurations. Main green all around. That's how you add the turn signals. I don't know. Let's see what this does. I haven't done the track, whatever it's called, track setting stuff, whatever it is. Track condition. I haven't done that yet. I do intend on doing that because I'd like to have the track condition be really kind of grody. Of course, it wants to create a new session called default. I hate this. I wish they would fix this. It's just... We're just going to call it base, which I think is going to overwrite the base session I already have. So let's see what this does. Where do you get the cars? I think the cars are just built in. I think they're HP Trainz cars. And the game froze. Let's see if it... Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to relaunch the game, I'm thinking. Let's see, let's give it a second and see if it catches up, though. I'll take a peek at the chat in the meantime. Help change the room color. Yeah, I got to go pick out some paint soon. Like I said, the thing with this room is I got to build a new desk, and I was going to do it all at the same time, paint it and build this new desk. But I do need to wait till my next check from whatever comes in. All right, let's see. All right, hold on a second. Try to fix things here. Gonna have to relaunch the game. It definitely locked up. Totally. Even the launcher is totally locked up. Have I sorted out my internet yet? I mean, I'm hardwired right now. It's kind of weird. I'm hardwired, but I'm still getting some lag and latency issues. So I think it's a streaming thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'll work it out. We've got it to an acceptable frame rate, I think, where it's not unbearably laggy. What were we doing? We were in Dry Brook. I wonder if that... I didn't save. I wonder if everything that I just didn't save. Let's see what happens. I bet you it didn't save anything. We get OBS back up here. Alright. Somehow everything's saved. That's a relief. Well, let's see if the last thing I did was saved. Yeah, alright. So let's drive. Override existing session. Sure. Let's see what happens this time. Alright, so let's just take this train since it's right here. Let's do that. We're going to hide these junction overlays. I wish there was a way to hide that by default. Let's get rid of that. And what we're going to see here is if, when we get up to this trigger, if this traffic light will turn red. Because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with that, so let's see what happens. And then I'll do a flyover in a second to show anybody who is just joining or has just joined or hasn't seen this map yet. I'll give you a little bit of an overview. Alright, let's go. Pick up the pace. Here go the gates. Jimmy Productions, what are you doing, man? The light did not change. All right, so Control and H hides and shows junction overlays. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, these are TRC crossings which have been behaving very strangely recently. I don't know what the problem is with that. All right, so for whatever reason, that didn't do anything. So we're set to channel 1. Maybe it didn't save the other stuff. Set to channel 1. See, I don't know what any of this does. I should probably read these instructions. It's quite a lot, though. I thought this would be a little bit more straightforward. I'm definitely not going to read all that right now. Press to configure light sequence RAGA. Let's set it to a route. I don't know what that means. We'll set it to 1. And then we'll set the... Oh, I wonder if I need one of these controllers, actually. That might be part of the problem. This is why I really don't like Atlas, because you have to set all this stupid stuff up. Asset channel 1, routes... 2... I don't know if we need to do that. Phase 1, 2... What does this do? Can you guys hear all the birds outside through my mic? I hear it in my headphones and my monitor. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not reading all this. Maybe I'll have to just do this by my lonesome. Oh wait, what does this say? Options for SPL. I'll try. So maybe that's what we got to do. On SPL route 1 will go. Okay, so let's see this. That might do it. Route 2. Oh man, this is way more complicated than I thought. What is all of this? Oh man. All right, maybe we're not gonna mess with this because I really don't know what this is doing. Route 1. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Let's. I'm totally clueless, but we're gonna try it anyway. 2 phases, red, green. I don't know. Let's see what happens. That's set to route 1. Channel light set to route 1. I don't know. Let's see what happens now. Override existing route and override existing session. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna. I think we'll do an overview, and then we'll go over to the P&B. That's what we're gonna do. What am I doing? F6. So we say Control H. Oh, that's nice. That's handy. I do like that. Oh, I gotta switch these tracks. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, that's doing its thing. Let's see if the traffic light changes. I'm gonna guess no. Can I do an op session? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go on the P&B and do something. How long have I been streaming for? An hour and a half? Just waiting for the train to approach here. Let's see what happens. Kind of a cool angle. Nope, traffic light did not change. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do some reading, I guess. Let's see what this looks like going through here too, even. It's cool. Like I said, this is supposed to be a passenger excursion train, like a tourist sort of deal. It's looking cool. I think I could add some more details. Wow, so that actually worked pretty well this time. I don't know if something got patched or what, because the cars actually waited for the gates to go up. I don't know how I did that. All right, let's stop that train. Terry Bolden, what's up, dude? I didn't know you were here. All right, so I'm gonna do another slow-ish. Let me get rid of all the crap on the screen there. Do another kind of overview of this work in progress. Kind of try to go a little bit slow so that it doesn't pixelate too bad. So yeah, so I mean the idea with this map is to just be sort of a downtown city scene going into the countryside on a little old short line that's been that was abandoned and has been reactivated. NJP Vlogs, what's up, dude? 10-mile bicycle ride, that's awesome, dude. I've been riding every day too myself. Been doing about 14 miles every day. You didn't miss too much, dude. We spent probably the first 20 minutes of the stream trying to iron out some of these lag issues that I'm having, even though now I'm hardwired. I think it has to do with the encoder or something like that. Still isn't perfect. It looks to me like it's kind of pixelated, but I gotta do some more work on OBS and see what I can get to, how I can straighten that out. Because I'm sure it's just some settings that I'm totally ignorant of. So we got like an abandoned siding here on the right-hand side. Wanted to keep the bridge. I'm just gonna speed up a little tiny bit here and go through this area. We have another stop here for our passenger excursion train. Behind this diner. We got a park here, which I absolutely love this park. I spent a lot of time on it, and it really reminds me of Brooklyn. Some of the parks that I used to go to in New York and stuff. So I really love that. And I like how the track crosses the road here too, it's really cool. And then we get into this downtown scene, which is also not totally finished, but we're getting there. I actually haven't done any work over here at all since we started. Got our scrap dealer, garbage place. And then we're coming up to our yard here. Yeah, sorry, I didn't really tell you guys about the live stream. I mentioned it, I think, a couple days ago, like, in passing, but I didn't really plan. It was really dependent on the weather, and it's kind of overcast out right now, so I don't mind being indoors. But yep, so this is the eastern terminus, and then we connect over to our mainline trackage here. This would be our interchange. And I just love how all this looks here. I love the end of the track. Supposed to imply that there used to be a crossing here, like a junction, crisscross, whatever you call it. And that the track continued on down this way, which is now totally abandoned. So I'll go through and I'll detail that at some point as well. But I really love how this yard turned out. It's definitely my favorite thing I've done, probably ever, so far. I just like how overgrown it is, and the track is partially buried, and I don't know, it just looks great, in my opinion. So I like that a lot. So anyway, so that's the overview of the Dry Brook route so far. I'll fly very quickly down to the other end. So this is what we were working on today, just doing a little scenicking. We didn't really get a whole lot done. And again, this is going to be probably about a 8 or 9 mile short line. Through here is going to be mostly farmland. Somewhere out this way, I'm going to put a team track of some kind. And then this is as far as I've laid the track. I need to lay the rest of the track. We'll continue on for probably another 4 miles from here and work our way up into the mountainside, up to like a gravel quarry or something like that. I haven't decided exactly the details on it, but we'll do some kind of like a quarry industry. That's why I wanted to have those hopper cars there. Haul out gravel or something like that I thought would be kind of neat. But yeah, so that's the Dry Brook in a nutshell so far. Not a whole lot done on it because I haven't had time to work on it, but like I said, I might do some videos on it in the future, maybe like some detailing videos. It's gonna be kind of weird for me to start a video series on it though, just because like I've already started the build, so kind of strange. Jessica Kasumi, hello, greetings from Los Angeles. Well, greetings from New York. How you doing today? So I think at this point we'll set up a little operating session on the P&B, and we'll do a little operating. So let me put up my thing here so you guys can't see the mess of my maps and stuff like that. Plus, there's some spoilers in there. Thomas Jordan, what's up, dude? I quit out a driver, not save. And then we're gonna get into the P&B. And I haven't done, there's no spoilers in this because I haven't done any work on the P&B since yesterday's video. So I literally finished the build for the video at like 5 o'clock on Thursday, and then I did the voiceover and just finished the video like Thursday night. So, edit session. So what we'll do is we'll set up like a little something or another in Allegheny Yard. Do something like that. And I think while this loads, I am going to take a short break and just use the restroom, and then we'll get into it. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. Got my hat on, so I keep my hair out of my face. So I need a haircut. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Mika Hutcherson says, hey, what's up? 844 Steam fan. Hello from Omaha. Hello. Got a question about the P&B. Jessica Katsumi, that's great. Glad I gave you some inspiration. Scrolling through here. All right, let's get back to the game. Transition. Oops. All right, so it's all pretty much set up the way I had it left. One thing I want to add is a P&B like switcher, like an SW 1500 or 1200 or something like that. I definitely want to get started on that. I need to download I need to download one. I don't think I have any. Maybe I do. Something like this, you know, in P&B colors would be really, really awesome to have here. So I think I want to give it a shot to skin it, but I guess maybe I'll duplicate this. I think this is a JR one. And, blanket and I don't know, try to reskin it into a P&B sheen. It's probably gonna look like crap, but I'll give it a try anyway. Will the P&B locomotives be available for download along with the route? Yes, they will, although I don't know how all of that is gonna work just yet, but they are supposed to be available, but they probably most likely are gonna be payware. The route will be free, but the locomotives will be paid for. All right, so what do we want to do? I definitely have to turn the draw distance up, so hopefully this doesn't kill everything. What do we want to do? I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to pretend that a train just arrived, maybe from Grafton, with some stuff to be sorted, and we could sort it out, and then take a train out to Juniata, and then maybe run a local from there even? I don't know. Let me think about this. What do you guys think? So I'm thinking we could do that. I just have to put together, I gotta put together the consist. The consist that's just arrived. And we'll see what kind of frame rate we get here too. No feedback in the chat yet. I know there's quite a delay. Yeah, you guys agree? Okay. Oh wow, yeah, no, I gotta turn this back down. Yeah, it's even lagging for me a little bit. Train. Let's see here. We could actually, this might be a consist that we could sort out. Let's see, we're gonna load, no, those would be empty. We could do, we'll sort this because this has got some stuff for Allegheny and some stuff for other places. So let's fill this up with some scrap. Bill M, you still here, man? Curious. I hope you didn't leave before we actually got into what you probably came for. Let's fill this up too. That's good. So those would be empty. We've got tank car here, box car. We'll say these are gonna go. Let's put some, let's get some, let's put some wheat in there. I wish there was like a button to just be like max load, you know? Where I didn't have to like sit here and scroll through all this crap. Okay, that's an empty. Trying to think of what other cars would be going out to Junietta. Some box cars. Oh, this is the part of this is the train that I was using in what was it, Vonnie? So I think we'll do that, and we'll take these tank cars as well. So we'll do a little bit of switching here. I honestly haven't switched this yard yet, so it could be a complete disaster. So we'll see how that goes. Let's just delete this engine. And we will go here. Let's load up these coal cars too, because that would be loads. Okay, load that. Load this. This guy. I gotta get more consists, man. More, like, diverse ones. Alright, let's see. We got that. That's good. Oh, you know what we could even do? We could schedule a meet. That would be fun. So we'll do this. That'll be good for that. Because these will go to Babcock. All right, so let's go over to Junietta really quick. And we'll just set up a train to be a coal drag here. I seem to be missing all of my rolling stock over here. That's interesting. we're gonna load this one up too. Hang on 1 second, dudes. Neighbors outside of my window are smoking cigarettes, and the smell is killing me. I had to close my window. Now it's gonna get really hot in here, but whatever. I'd rather be hot than deal with that. All right, we're gonna load this up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna schedule a train going from Juniata to Allegheny, so we can sort of set up a little bit of a meet along the way. I think that would be kind of fun. Try to do this quick so you guys aren't waiting for forever for me to do this. Or as quick as possible. Looks like everything's loaded. And then we will just grab our engines here. Sorry, I'm probably causing a whole lot of lag in the stream by zipping around quickly, but I want to just get this set up quick. Have him already on the main line and ready to go. And then I think we'll just put down a couple... Where am I? I'm totally lost. Here we go. Lost on my own map. Alright, let's see. Here we go. 51 people watching. Not too bad. Pretty decent for a Saturday afternoon. I wasn't sure how many people were going to be around on a holiday weekend in the middle of a Saturday. But whatever, I'll take it. At least 51 people showed up, which is awesome. Strict Toaster was here earlier, which is pretty cool. If you guys missed that. Let's see, what we want to do is put down a couple of engines over here. I want to operate the GP7s. I like these old EMD high hoods. Where are we here? What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, 2 should be good. And we'll put them also on the terminal track here. And just want to put a couple more cars down while I'm at it, while I'm here. I like these bulkhead flats. These are really cool. I think if I put... Kind of cool to put a couple here with railroad ties on them. Which I think those are poles. Steel beams, wood, pipes, wood load, plywood, pipe, blah, 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 tarp. Thought there was a, concrete railroad ties. I guess we could do the concrete ties. Why not? Thought there was wooden ones. Maybe not. Whatever. Alright, so... let's get to it. I think we could do this. Already existing session. Did I ever get a P&B Alco? No, this is the whole fleet you're looking at. It is the GP38-2, the GP7, and the GP9. I would really love to take some time to reskin some stuff myself, but again, there's always that paradox of what do I work on? Do I take my time to make videos, or do I use my time to work on the map, or do I use my time to, you know, do a live stream? And reskinning and asset making just don't really ever fit in there. They never make it, never make the cut. We're gonna go back to quick drive. We're gonna do realistic mode. We're gonna change the time of day. Another thing that keeps happening to me is my environmental settings keep getting reset like every time I load this map almost, or every 5th time. So don't be surprised if the map looks different almost every single time you see it. There was a wooden load on the bulkhead. Did I miss it? How are the P&B F7s coming along? I I don't know, at some point they stopped working in the game, so, and I haven't even decided, I haven't taken any time to figure out how to fix them, so, they are exactly as they were the last time that you saw them a year and change ago. So, it is what it is. Still waiting on Rail Driver as well. That'll happen eventually. Yeah, I think ideally for skins here, I mean, I'd like some Alcos would be good. I would really like to have like a RS3 or something like that would be pretty cool. Some other, I don't know, high hood units would be nice. Somebody made me a SD45, which I think is pretty cool. So are these actually ex-Milwaukee Road units? I haven't really thought about what the backstory is for the locomotives, but I guess yeah, they could be. Seem to be getting a pretty good frame rate here. I think it's because I'm facing away from all the stuff. Rail Driver would be really awesome right now, but one day we'll have it back. This looks pretty good. I mean, the thing is with like, oh, you know what? I totally screwed that up. Let's stop. The thing is like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to reskin like this. Like this skin is amazing. You know, I mean, I have no idea what the tricks are that these guys do at JR to make their reskins look so amazing. And I don't think that they're gonna share it with me, so I have to figure them out on my own. So it's kind of tough, you know, like the quality there is just insanely good. And, you know, when I try to reskin it, it looks like, you know, like I colored it in with a crayon and it just looks terrible, so it's a little discouraging. Alright, we need to back up. Do I play any other train simulation game? I do not. I've looked at Train Sim World just because it just looks really nice. And the latest one, the Northeast Corridor one, operates on the track that I was really interested in, that I almost worked for CSX for through the Bronx. So I'm really kind of interested in that, but I don't have any other train simulators. So let's flip the power. Would the P&B have 6-axle power GE units like Dash 8s or U30Cs? U30Cs would be pretty cool. I guessed it probably would to be able to haul some like heavy coal trains and stuff like that, but the thing is like this route was supposed to originally be like a little short line sort of thing when Bill M originally built it, and then when I took it over, or I started doing my rebuild of it, you know, it was always supposed to be a short line, but I ended up kind of upping the ante a little bit and making it much bigger and crazier than he had imagined it being, and where I had even initially imagined it being. So, I don't know. Originally, it was just supposed to be a couple of, you know, EMD GP7s or something like that, and that was about it. But it seems to be growing beyond that point at this point. So I don't know. I guess some like U30Cs or something like that would be really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing them on there, I guess, put it to you that way. If that ever happens, that we could reskin some bigger stuff like that. It would be cool for some road trains, because there's some road movements here. There's supposed to be one more yard at the other end of the line, Grafton, which we were like light years away from ever building towards, but there are operations where you have like a yard transfer going from Grafton to all the way to the other end to Juniata, and vice versa. So it would be kind of cool to have some bigger unit trains to do those kind of yard runs and stuff like that, because they would be longer trains, more cars, that sort of thing. I turned up the draw distance, and now I'm starting to notice it being a little bit framey. I don't know if that's obvious on your end or not. It's not bad though, by any stretch of the imagination. Still probably getting like 35, 40 frames. So now we're gonna start thinking about how we're gonna sort this out, which I kind of have an idea of what kind of cars I want to bring. What era is this route set in? I mean, ideally, I like to think like the 90s, but it's not something that I've been sticking to and keeping in mind while I'm building. So it could just as well be modern. But I like to think of it as kind of 90s. It's not quite 80s. I would like to get some P&B cabooses too. That would be really cool. Again, another thing that I would love to skin that, you know, I've never really done. Never got around to it. So I feel like to do like a really good reskin takes a lot of time. And that is, you know, let's see, let's start pulling this forward. It probably takes about as much time to do a really good skin as it does for me to do like one of these builds, like a full build or even maybe a whole video. So I don't know. I would have to kind of move my time around a little bit. I guess that's kind of the idea of what I wanted to do. I bulk recorded this next series that you're about to see on Friday. I bulk recorded 5 episodes of it, and that for me is about 5 weeks worth of videos. So in that amount of time, I do plan on doing some other builds and stuff like that, but what I wanted to do was be able to take my time and do reskins or like learn 3D modeling or something like that. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do the reskin thing in that amount of time. But the idea was for me to just buy myself a little bit of time to do that kind of stuff, and this yard lead is definitely not gonna be long enough, but it's fine. I'm just gonna switch that just in case I forget. Main Central route is definitely still messed up kind of severely, to the point where when we bring it back, we're probably gonna have to redo everything that we already did. So I don't know, we're kind of waiting on SP3 to come out to restart it. And when SP3 comes out, we're gonna have to fix everything that or rebuild everything that we had already done, and then some, which really stinks. But so it's gonna be a little ways. That's gonna be a little ways away. I have no idea when that's gonna come out. It might be a whole year from when I first started it, which is really unfortunate because I was really psyched to do that build, and it's just kind of stuck right now. Let's see, let me turn up the sound on the game too, actually. I just noticed. It's pretty low. So we're gonna just do a little bit of yard switching here. These shrubs, man, I gotta find a better... They're not bad, I guess, but up close they don't look that great. Find some new assets. SP3 will it'll be an upgrade like SP2. It's not gonna be, you're not gonna have to pay for it. Which will hopefully be out soon. I know some of the JR guys are in the beta, or using the beta right now, but I just don't wanna risk it. Tristan's Trainz, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later, dude. YouTube is still telling me that the stream health is low, or like okay, so I don't really know. Catherine Mobley, I'm assuming this is Andrew. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just gonna do a little bit of switching here, figured we'd operate some trains here since the area is mostly done. Oh, I gotta change the junction distance on these things. I can't stand how big it is. Alright, let's see. We're gonna switch, these all should be set properly. We'll go down, we're gonna connect to the tankers. SP3, Service Pack 3. Goose in the caboose. Welcome. Let's see. We were working on the Dry Brook a little bit, and now we're just gonna do a little bit of switching on the P&B. We're gonna switch out this train that has just arrived. We gotta sort some cars, and then we're gonna take the train from here over to Junietta. And if we have time, we'll even do a little bit more switching, but it depends on how much longer I want to stream for. Right now, we're just gonna do some switching. We're in Allegheny. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little op session on the weekend, especially now that the bulk of this map, or this section of the map is completed. We could actually drive a train through it and see what it looks like and everything. So I thought that would be kind of cool. SP3 shouldn't trash your routes. It should be... It's just bug fixes is really all it is. It's a service pack. NJP Vlog says that he's playing around in the beta right now and it's working pretty well. That's good, that's good. I am anxiously waiting for it because there's a lot of bugs that need to be squashed. That I'm hoping will be squashed. Steve Murray, 3:30 in the morning Sydney time. Wow. Well, thanks for waking up at 3:30 in the morning to watch the stream, dude. Certainly appreciate it. I hope it's worth it for you. Do I have to, like, release the brakes? Oh, there we go. Transferred your live stream route into the SP3 beta. It's not the beta itself that, you haven't had any issues, that's good. It's not the beta itself that scares me, it's just that every couple of, you know, days or weeks or whatever, they have a new iteration of it. And I'm afraid of something getting messed up in between. That's my fear. So I'm just gonna wait, because even when they finally release the full build, there's always some kind of bugs that end up coming out. So I wanna just wait until it's the full release. I can't risk it, you know, if something goes wrong and then I don't have any videos, or it screws up one of the routes that I'm in the middle of building, or, you know, anything like that is certainly gives me a lot of anxiety to think about. This is not going to be a long enough track, I don't think, either, for what we're doing, but that's okay. Like how the cars just now like shot off like that when I uncoupled them. Like there's that big gap there. I think that's a bug that I think is being patched. I hope. I thought I saw that in the bug list. You know what I should have done, and this is what I'm gonna do now. I should have just took the whole cut of cars so I didn't have to keep going back and forth. That's how real railroaders do it. That's what I gotta do. I'm gonna grab the whole cut of cars and sort it that way. Any thoughts on Train Simulator Trainz 2019? I don't know how they think that they're gonna release it by the end of the year. I hear from what I understand from people that have been testing it that it's still kind of just a shell of a game. But I don't know, whatever, it might surprise us. I think that the photos that I've seen and stuff so far, and some of the videos and the PBR textures and all that look absolutely phenomenal. I'm really excited to, you know, see what the game is actually gonna play like and what it's gonna look like. Hopefully the performance is good, but I don't know, we'll see. I just don't know how they're gonna get it out by the end of the year. I suspect it's not gonna happen though, because even when we were doing, I was part of the Trainz Model Railroad beta because my map is in there, and they were gonna release that in you know, they started talking about it in the summertime, and they were going to release it around Christmas time, and it was an entire another year before they released it. So I would imagine that they're going to get pushed back a little bit. But who knows? Anything's possible. Yeah, not much content in there. I don't think that's the other thing I heard, is that there really isn't much. And I know, like, at Jointed Rail, they're working very hard to get their locos updated with, you know, this PBR texturing and stuff like that. But it's a slow process, I'll put it to you that way, as far as I understand. So to get new, nice-looking content is going to take time. But I don't think N3V really cares about that, because they don't make their own content. They rely on other people to make content for their game. So, you know, personally, I'm not surprised that N3V would just want to push out the game itself without there being any content for it, because, you know, that's not their problem. They don't care. They haven't fixed Trainz yet. They're still trying to fix Trainz 2012. It's not going to get fixed. They're just going to keep releasing products. But that's, you know, part of it, like I've talked about before, I think that that's partially fine, because I'm all about progress. I think that this game could be a lot better, so if they're going to give us a better version of the game without this version being fixed, then that's fine. If the, you know, with me, I mean, if we get something that actually looks really nice, then, you know, who cares? Do I have a place that I put mods so people can download them, written in all caps? Please don't use caps to get my attention, for one. And for two, I'm not sure what you are talking about mods. This game doesn't have mods. I wish it did. Yeah, typing in caps is not the way to get my attention. Even though it did get my attention, it's just because it's irritating. Please don't. I see the chat when I see the chat. And that's just how it goes. I've got two eyes and they can only face in one direction. Oh, there's another train down there. Why is that? No, you can't. You have to go to the download station for content. There's no you can't share like assets like I think you're thinking. All this content, aside from the map, but all the content is from Jointed Rail, or there's a piece of grid right there. I gotta fix that. From Jointed Rail or from the download station. Most of it's from Jointed Rail though. Yeah, you have to go get them yourself. Alright, we gotta, let me think here. What is gonna go and what is gonna stay? So let's see, we're gonna take these box cars. We're gonna leave this track for stuff that's not going to Junietta. So let's see, take that and drop that. Release our brakes. Man, I am sweating. By the end of this, my shirt is gonna be like transparent, I think. From the amount of sweat right now. My computer's pumping out heat. I got no window open. It's 85 degrees outside. How do you get the Evans and 2-bay Trinity hoppers to work? I'm not sure. They just work. I don't fix content. I'll tell you guys right now, like, if I download something into the game and there's like an error with it, I don't bother with it. I just delete it. It's not worth my time to try to fix it. If it's something that's simple, like maybe an engine that's missing a cab or a config file or something like that, that's fine, but I don't do anything that's like, oh, I gotta fix this line of code in the config file and stuff like that, because that it gets broken in the next update, and I don't feel like having a bunch of stuff that I need to fix over and over again, for one. And for two, when it comes down to like assets that I'm using to build with, if I fix something and then it's included in a map, when you get it, it's going to be broken. So I just don't bother ever fixing anything. Unless, there's not really even an exception. Unless it's something, I guess, really, really specific, like if a P&B engine, you know, broke or something like that, I guess I'd try to fix it. But for the most part, I don't waste my time with that. I should make a tutorial on how to use the realistic controls. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the reverser, goes forward and backward, that's your power, and these are your brakes. That's about it. I gotta turn down the draw distance a little bit because the frame rate is kind of killing me a little bit. Ah, there we go. It's a little bit smoother. I have no idea how to install custom horn sounds. I know absolutely nothing, zero, about asset creation for this game. Nothing at all. Yeah, I saw the baseboard there. I gotta take care of that. Thanks for pointing it out. No, I know. I gotta go over this. I gotta go over this whole map with a fine-tooth comb. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'm sure that I didn't notice. That's what the next episode is gonna be, number 29. Keyboard commands. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. I'm not very privy to that. For whatever reason. Jimmy Productions, welcome back. Have I ever thought about making Approach Medium merch? Yes, it is sort of being brainstormed out. And I actually have designs for like t-shirts, believe it or not. My wife is a fashion designer, so I actually have some t-shirt designs kind of set up. The only problem is that usually when you do these things, you want to get t-shirts, there's a lot of strings attached, such as paying taxes or claiming sales tax on them. Or where do you get them even printed? Like my best friend's parents have a screen printing, or they have like a print shop, and they could do the shirts for me or hats or whatever I want. But there's usually like a setup fee and then like a minimum amount that you have to buy. So I might end up having to buy like, 50 t-shirts or something like that. But I don't know. It's coming, but I'm not like in a rush to make it. I'll put it to you that way. I'm trying to start small. The first thing I want to do, or the next thing I'm going to do, or the first thing I'm going to do, I guess, is stickers. So the first like bit of merch you're going to see is stickers. And what I'm going to do with that is I'll probably give those away. I'll do like some kind of a giveaway or something like that during a live stream or a video or something like that. That's the plan for that. So it'll be probably stickers and then hats and then maybe shirts. And then I've got some other sort of things that I would like to do. So we gotta change directions. By the way, I had mentioned it in one previous video, but maybe you guys might have missed it. At 5,000 subscribers, I am gonna do a big-ish giveaway. I'm doing a lot of air quotes today. It's kind of interesting. I will do a giveaway for Jointed Rail gift cards. 5,000 subscribers though, so if you're not subscribed, there's the camera. You should definitely subscribe. Help me get there. It'll only benefit you guys. So that's that little plug. Yeah, in terms of merch, I plan to do like my AM logo, sort of on a t-shirt or a hat. But I also want to do some other stuff for like each series, like a P&B themed shirt or hat or something like that, and then a couple different like specific designs. Like I really like the graphic design I did for the main central, little title cards and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna do sort of a retro version, and maybe just a couple different versions. But again, like that's something that's a little ways off. I'm not in a huge rush to do that sort of stuff because it's a lot of work, and Right now I've got, you know, 3,200 subscribers, which is great, but, you know, it's not like I've got 10,000 or something like that where, you know, if I try to sell a t-shirt, I'll probably sell it to all of you guys who are here right now. There's 56 of you, you know, who are watching the stream out of the 3,200 that are subscribed to me, so I don't expect to make a lot of sales on them, so I'm not in a huge rush. It'll come, though. Icer knows somebody who can make stickers. Yeah, that'd be awesome, because I was looking at one website, but it's like, oops. Are we gonna make it? Oh, the Slack rolled back out, and then the stupid thing locked again. I was looking at one website, and I think it's like for 50 stickers, it's like 60 bucks or something like that, which isn't bad. I mean, I'll eat that. That's not bad. But other things got to come first. I have to, like I was talking about earlier, I got to paint this room because this green is horrible. It is terrible, and it's just miserable to be in here. Even the ceiling is green. It's not white. The ceiling is freaking green. So I got to paint this room, and I need to build a new desk. So those are my next priorities of things that I need to kind of turn my donations and money investments or whatever, turn that into that. Trainz in Toronto says the Reggie's Trainz crossings looked better than the default TRC. Yes, I agree, but why didn't I pick them? I think because there was there no gates? I think that might have been why I didn't use them. There was a reason why I didn't use them, and I think it was because there was no actual gates, and I wanted gates. But I could be wrong. What color am I? What color am I gonna paint this room? I'm thinking probably like a medium gray or like a light, probably like a medium gray. I kind of like the slightly darker gray tones would be kind of nice. So maybe something like that. But I need to actually get permission from my landlord first to make sure that I'm actually allowed to paint. But I gotta get permission, and then I gotta have a day when I have the car. My wife has the car all the time. I pretty much bike everywhere, but I gotta get to Home Depot, and Home Depot is like in an area that I do not want to take my bike because I will definitely get run over by a car. So I need a day, maybe tomorrow or something like that, to actually go look at some paint swatches. A white ceiling would just be nice. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to take with us? I'm kind of making this up as I go. We're definitely taking these hopper cars. Do I want to take these? No. Somebody mentioned that I should change the sky. I'll take a look at the sky, yeah. I don't know what sky this is. It's probably default. I never, looked at it. The other ones, Reggie's have a realistic bell sound, unlike TRC. Okay, I will check those out. Usually they don't put gates on industrial spurs, so personally I think you should just use them. All right, I'll investigate it. Probably be part of the next episode. So let's see, we can probably cut these guys off pretty soon. Bobby Sikorsky, what up, dude? You missed a little work on the Dry Brook, and just some switching. We've just been kind of going back and forth here. Switching out some cars. And then we're going to take a train out to Juniata. Ooh, we gotta change direction. Change the track speed. I know there's so many little things that I have to think about before I release this thing that it's really stressing me out, and the signals are not set up either, so there's that. And the track speed also needs to be adjusted. I know these things, and I hate doing those things. I hate it. I kind of would love to just finish the scenery stuff and then hand this off to somebody else and say, can you signal this, and can you do the track speeds? Like, somebody who actually knows what they're doing, because I don't when it comes to that. It's not my thing. I'm not familiar with signals. Slack. I'm not familiar with signaling. Track speed I can do, but it's just really time consuming to actually have to set it all. And there's still a lot of, like, scenery work that I kind of should finish that I really don't want to do either. like the inside of this city that we're right next to. The coil cars from RR Mods. I'm not even sure if they're still available on the website. And then I think these are going to be the last cars that we take. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe we'll take this boxcar. Yeah, I think maybe we'll take the boxcar also, and then this will be our train. Nice mixed train. Let's get a little bit of a different angle here. Yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to take this train, once we get done building it, we're going to take it out to Juniata. And we might even sort it and do some switching down there too, depending on what time it is. And how much longer I feel like streaming. Right now we've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, I don't know. We'll see how long it takes to get out to Juniata. And go from there. My nose is itchy. Not picking my nose, but just scratching it. What's next for Trainz, if I know? I'm not sure. What do you mean, what's next for Trainz? What specifically are you asking? Let's see how far we gotta shove this. How much track space do we have down here? We're good. Actually getting a pretty decent frame rate here, considering there's quite a lot of freight cars. And a lot of detail stuff all over the place. It's not bad. Take some different locomotives. I mean, I guess we could. Take the GP38s. Am I still doing work with Jointed Rail? I mean, I'm part of the team, but I don't know what I'm doing. The P&B is kind of like part of, I don't know, it'll be released there, I guess. The Dry Brook is something that I was hoping to, like, work with them with, but I don't know, everybody's got their own projects, and I don't really like bothering those guys to, like, help me. Kind of feel like I gotta figure it all out myself, so. I am still part of the team, I just don't know what part, what my role is supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. I wish I had a little bit more clarity on that, but I don't. Some of the stuff that they do, I don't even know why I'm part of Jointed Rail, because some of the stuff that those guys do is like next level, and I don't think that I'm anywhere near the sort of abilities that these guys have when it comes to route building. I certainly am not anywhere near that with reskinning, or I can't do any like asset creation itself even, you know, so. But yeah, I have no idea why I'm part of the team and what you know, what I could be doing or what else I should be doing. Use some least power. I mean, I could, I guess, throw something on there. Well, I don't have any road power, so it's gonna have to be GP9s and GP38s. I just put Colin in a timeout, so if he continues to be bothersome, then I can kick him out. Doesn't look like there's any moderators here, so I'm on my own. Like I said, somebody did skin me. We're not gonna take this boxcar. I'm tired of doing this. We're just gonna connect over to this. I'll show you. Somebody did make me an ST40, but I don't think it's done. The thing is with doing these streams is, I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm sure that there's a bunch of younger kids here. I wouldn't be surprised, so I don't know if everybody really knows how to behave on the internet. Most adults don't know how to behave on the internet. Let's see if I could find that ST40. Probably won't. Because you can't really search very easily in here. I'll probably go right past it. Was like a T? ST40T? Yeah, here it is. So, I forgot what his name is, but somebody, he's one of the mods on my Discord. But he's skinning it. It's needs some work still, but that's a possible P&B SD40T-2, I guess. But I don't want to run that. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take this power back to the wherever, to the servicing area, and then we'll grab the GP38s, and then we'll head out of here. P&B could have some X patch Milwaukee SD40-2s. P&B could have a lot of stuff. It could have quite a lot of stuff, but I don't have time to make it, and I don't think anybody else is making it, so it has what it has right now, unfortunately. It would be cool to have some, like, an old locomotive with a different paint scheme, with, like, the P&B logo on it or something like that, you know, like it was just purchased and they just kind of threw the logo on the side of it. But yeah, I mean, even in this area, like I was saying, this is all very unfinished. And I'm gonna have to do this either off camera. Man, that belly is loud. Off camera, or I'll do it as part of the next episode. I don't know. And then there's all these streets and stuff in here that are very empty, and I would love to detail, but I don't know if it's actually worth it to detail all that in there. Maybe another time, maybe I'll come back. And then a lot of these buildings are kind of just, you know, placed down. I just don't know how much more I can work on this area before I lose my mind entirely. Everything is still aligned, so we should just be able to pull right in. Trainman 7616. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I don't like asking people to do stuff for me, so because I know everybody's got their own stuff that they're working on, but, you know, if somebody is interested in doing some skins, by all means, go for it. I really don't know, you know, I just don't like bothering people to do that kind of stuff, but, you know, if somebody is interested in doing it, that's by all means, I'll give you the logo and the font and stuff like that, but, you know, whatever. We gotta go back to this. Let's turn off the light. Dim it. It's interesting that the controls still stay the same when you go into a new thing. All right, so here we go. All right, cool. Trainman 7616 in the chat then. We are taking off quick. So yeah, there's quite a bit to do around here. I don't know how much more I'm gonna get done like on camera. A lot of it might happen off camera. A lot of it's probably gonna happen in the episode 29. We'll see what happens. I'm just glad that I have some switches and stuff in here so I can actually operate some trains. It's been so long since I've actually operated any trains that it's like, you know, it's very satisfying to finally sit down and be able to kind of play with my work a little bit. It would be cool to have a nice fleet of locos, though. Like I said, I'd like to get a switcher, like an SW, I don't know, 1500 or like whatever engine kind of looks like that, you know, that kind of style. And then I really like the idea of some really old units. RS, like a RS3 or something like that would be really cool for some local runs, like through Old Town, stuff like that. But I'm definitely not opposed to some bigger units for road freights like C30s or whatever. I'm really not even I'm not a loco guy. I don't even know the terminology for half of these things. I'm probably using incorrectly because I don't know what half of them are. It's funny, like, you know, when I chat with you guys on Discord or I chat with you guys in here, some of you guys, like, rattle off some of these numbers and these terms and stuff like that, and I have no idea what you're talking about, you know? Like, some of these engines, like these new engines, like an SD, what is it, SD40 T-3 or something like that, I have no idea what any of that means. I just think engines look cool. Dash 7s and 8s. See, I don't even know what those look like. I don't know what those are even. Which makes me a horrible, horrible rail fan, I know, but it's fine. I don't do this because I like all the technical stuff. Okay, let's jump into this. This is now the front of our engine. How do we know this? No. Let's see, how do we change the direction? Here we go. So I gotta blow my nose again, 1 second. What's up, Zeb? Welcome to the stream. We are we're not really working on anything. We were just switching some cars. Did some work on the Dry Brook route earlier, and now we switched out did a bunch of yard work here, and now we're gonna take this train up to Junietta. Since the map is you know, mostly detailed and everything, we figured it'd be kind of fun to just take a train and drive it. And it'll help me kind of identify some problem areas like the grid that we saw kind of showing through here. Midwestern Productions, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's make sure all of our tracks are switched properly, because they're probably not. It's gotta go that way, that goes that way, this goes this way. Oddly enough, I tend to get better performance when I turn the draw distance up higher. I don't know if that's just my machine, but for the most part, I tend to get better performance out of that. I think it's maybe because the game doesn't have to search for every asset that, like, every time I move around. It's a little bit, like, preloaded, sort of. Oh, my nose has got such a tickle in it. It's driving me nuts. Let's try to appreciate some of the scenery here that I spent a lot of time detailing. So let's see, 1247. Is this running on fast clock? No. So 1247, we're leaving the yard. Let's see how long it takes to get from here to Junietta. Don't let me forget that time. 1247. I am gonna say it's gonna take 20 minutes to get there. That's my guess. I don't actually know the answer, so we are gonna find out. Yeah, the one problem with this sort of yard design is that you end up crossing one of the tracks, or crossing both of the main lines, I guess, if you're going out, but I don't know. It's not the end of the world. I could be designed a little bit better. It could be laid out a little bit better, but, you know, like I said, I think I laid out this track for this yard a very, very long time ago, and I was just not willing to change it. Probably should be a spacer car on the end of that safety car. It's like some of this trackside stuff here too is like, could be a lot better. Back here I gotta do something. It's like some of it was just sort of hastily put down. Have I gone in and set the track speeds? Negative. They are set in all of the Phase 1 area, but definitely not in Phase 2 at all. How many cars are we carrying here? I don't know. Does this tell us? Yeah, I have no idea how many cars this is. A couple dozen? 2 dozen, maybe? It's like about 2 dozen. Inside the cab. Look around a little tiny bit. It's not bad. I mean, I don't really know what the inside of one of these is supposed to specifically look like, but I think it looks pretty good. Nice and beat up in here. It's definitely no train sim world, you know, but it's not bad. Oh no, where's my legs? Yeah, I think when you're running like this, you can, I think you can manipulate these. Maybe not. I'm trying to drag it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can actually handle the thing by hand. Somehow. There we go. Let's see. TSG Multimedia and Coaster Fan 2105 have some good videos on identifying logos. I mean, that's great and all, but I don't really care to learn. It sounds awful to say, but I really don't care to learn much more about it. I know that this is a GP38-2. I can tell, you know, a GP unit has 4 axles instead of 6. SD unit has 6 axles. And that's about as far as I really care to learn, to be honest with you. I know what a switcher looks like and that kind of thing, but it doesn't make the hobby more enjoyable for me to know, like, that kind of stuff. And it doesn't seem to make it less enjoyable for me to not know it either, so... you are very welcome. I don't know how to say your name. You are welcome. Oh, I'm dropping speed, yeah. I think it was because I put the brakes on before. This whole section of Mainline feels pretty bland to me as well, but I don't know. My thing is not really... my specialty, I guess, is not really detailing Mainline stuff. I get very bored with it, which is why I tend to spend a lot of my time, like, around yards or industries and stuff like that. I gotta turn this down just a little tiny bit. It's very loud in my headset. Oh, I put the train into emergency braking. That's what happened. Gotcha. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really good or... oh no, there's a train in front of us. What is this train doing? This is an interesting turn of events. I have no idea why this train is here. Oh, it's probably from the cinematics from one of the last episodes. I'll just delete it really quick. There we go. But yeah, I gotta get better at doing some mainline detailing and stuff like that. Need to look at more pictures, and it's just not that interesting to me, but I guess I should be able to, like, make it interesting. Power lines definitely would help. Power lines help everything. As soon as you put power lines in, utility poles or anything like that, it totally changes the dynamic of the scene for the better. But yeah, I mean, this all looks a little bit bland. I'll figure out something someday. And I'm always open to suggestions from you guys, too. Oh, I know one of you guys had told me about this bridge, the tracks on the bridge, on my Discord, so... I will fix that. I haven't gotten to it yet, though. Yeah, how is the game volume? Is it overpowering? Because it's very loud in my headset. See, I'm better at doing scenes like this. We gotta slow down a little bit. Searchlight signals, yes, that's definitely an option that I need to explore. Somebody had mentioned that to me before. Maybe it was one of you. It was probably one of you guys. But like I was saying before, signaling is not something that I know really much of anything about. And I would really prefer to just sort of hand this off to the next guy and say, you do this. And I don't know if I hooked up these gates or not. We'll find out in a second. That looks cool with the train in the distance there. I don't think I've seen this vantage point specifically just yet. Pretty nice. It's quite quiet. Song quality is great. Yeah, I don't know if I can specifically mute. Yeah, I guess I didn't hook up. I didn't hook that up. I think you can mute. You can mute people in the chat on your end. But I don't think I can globally mute somebody. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I just wanna try to enjoy some of the scenes here. That looks pretty good, man. Hey, what happened to my fence? Oh, I bet you it's not loading in right now. This game has been really weird, SP2, with fences and splines. Like, they'll kind of like appear and disappear on me. Yeah, all these fences are missing, which is kind of strange. I have no idea what my speed is right now. I'm probably speeding. No, I'm doing 29. It's good. I don't think I set up these crossings either, did I? Oh, they did go off, okay. It really annoys me that these fences are bugged out. Oh, well. Are you gonna stop, dude? Oh, baby. I might have to switch out that stopper with a bigger one. It's alright. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I'm quite happy with a lot of these scenes, how they turned out. Not to toot my own horn or anything. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I'm just acknowledging that I am happy with my work. That truck is floating. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, I haven't been blowing the horn either, have I? I'm too busy looking at the eye candy. Yeah, when I do cinematics for episode 30, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be nice. Oh, you know what? We never sent out our train from... well, that's fine. We'll do this. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I was gonna set up a meet. I don't know if I have a... I wanted to have the train meet... where? Hold on. What is going on here? Look at this. Why is that red? That's a really strange glitch. Anyway, I wanted to have that coal train meet here at this siding. It might even be too big. And I don't think I have a trigger here. Or I might have a track mark. How do I look? Markers? Ooh, I do, okay. Track labels? Okay. 413. We're gonna tell that train to drive to 413. We gotta get to Junietta. See how this is gonna work. This might be disaster. But we're gonna try it out for fun. Because we're having fun. Alright, let's see. I have to unpause it, don't I? Oh, I have to go to F5. That's right. I'm gonna bring that back. Let's just pause this again. Let's see. What did I say? It was 413, right? Drive to 413. Crap, was it east or west? Let's just get it started. Oh, I guess I can look on the map, can't I? Maybe not. Let's go back. 413. It was east. Yeah. Oh, now I'm totally lost. We gotta go back to this train. 413 east. JR Justin is driving this one, I guess. Bring that. Get rid of that. Navigate to track mark 413 east. Alright. Alright, so now we go back to our train that we were just driving. Hopefully without crashing the game, preferably. Waza is driving this train, apparently. Where are we? So let's see. I don't know who is going to make it there first. We'll see. We will see. Let's go up another notch. So I think we're going to upgrade right now a little bit. You notice that I'm one baseboard wide. It's not for performance, although it does help. It's just because I don't want to have to model scenes that are like really far away from the tracks. For the most part, I really just like focusing on the areas around the tracks, trackside scenes and stuff like that. And part of my problem also is that I tend to get way too detailed on scenes, and if I'm trying to model a scene that's far away, I'll put a ton of detail into it, and it's completely useless because it's a background scene. So I try to keep my baseboards as not wide as possible. And it does help with performance because I do like including a lot of details in certain scenes that are close up to the tracks. So it kind of allows me to use more assets and stuff like that in there. But you know, I end up with problems like here, where you can see off the edge of the baseboard. Which, you know, that's something that I need to figure out. For me, when I'm operating it, it doesn't bother me. I'm here to, you know, operate the train. I don't need like a scene that goes on into infinity, you know, and goes on and on and on. But I know people, you know, want scenes that are pretty deep. So I have to figure out something to do here at some point, eventually in the future, one day. I was thinking maybe just put like a backdrop or something like that. But I don't know. And that's one thing that I like about these like model railroad style builds that I've been doing too, is that it allows me to just do a really shallow scene that I can fully detail and not have to worry too much about. Oops, what's going on with my headlights there? Not have to worry about too much about like doing background elements and stuff like that. Yeah, the frog sound effects in here is very nice. I do agree. I like that a lot. Yeah, some variety with the P&B Locomotive roster would be probably pretty nice. I'd like to see some other stuff, you know, for sure. Spline bugs, yeah, that's what it is. And there was an issue with the track, sort of similar, where track wouldn't render properly, and it had to do with how many baseboards your spline crossed over. So let's say you had a straight stretch of track that crossed over like 4 or 5 spline baseboards, but you only had a spline point on either end. The game wouldn't be able to load the track, so it would just disappear. So that in order to fix it, you'd have to put a spline point on each section of track on each baseboard so that the game could actually render it properly. So I wonder if maybe that's might be part of the problem with the fences. Not sure. Let's check our map. JR Justin's coming up, so we might get there at just about the same time. Because Wazaa is on his way. He's getting there. This section of Mainline is a little less bland, but it's still kind of boring. I've said it before too, I really don't like Mainline running. Like, this sort of stuff, like, what am I doing right now? I'm just sitting here. You know, this sort of stuff is boring to me. I like switching. I like doing, switching out industries or switching in yards and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I just tend to get bored on the main line. It's too repetitive and straightforward. Noah in, I don't know what your name is. Noah, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the stream. I feel like there's some detailing and stuff I could do around here too. But, you know, the thing is, if I could work on this forever, detailing stuff, and never feel like it's totally finished. And that's probably going to be the case. But I would like to get this released to you guys so, you know, even if I do go back and there's some areas that aren't totally finished like this, you know, I will eventually finish them and I'll just update the map. But I'd like to get something to you guys so you guys can enjoy it as well because, you know, part of my enjoyment, aside from just making videos, part of my enjoyment is knowing that you guys enjoy this stuff too, or, you know, would like to enjoy it and run on it. Mainline running gives me the chance to interact with chat. Yes, it does. That is very true. Noah in normal, 822. Sorry. Won't happen again. Throttle up a little bit. Let's see, how close are we? JR Justin's coming up. It's getting there. Crossing the Old Town Junction. Probably going way faster than I'm supposed to. Coming up into this little town here. I'd like to live in one of these houses. I wouldn't mind it. Probably be very loud. Is P&B going to be in the Trainz 2019? I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen with this map. There's so much stuff, so many assets in here from a long time ago, from like Trainz 2012, that when the new Trainz game comes out, it's probably going to break everything, is my guess. This dude looks like he's going like 60 miles an hour. Alright, let's go back to our train. Why are we going so slow? 14 miles an hour. I don't know what the grade is through here. I can't remember. Must be steep then. Yes, if you donate, you get your name on a building. You get a building named after you. That's, I guess, one of the perks that I have right now. And as 44 Willies MB will tell you, if you are a frequent donator, I also allow you to watch the videos before they go live on Fridays. Do I use an SSD? Yes, I have 3 SSDs in this machine right now. I think I have, the game is on one. I use one specifically to record onto, and then I have Windows on a separate one. So 3, and then I have 2 1 or 2 terabyte regular spinny disks, hard drives in there as well for deep storage. But I have the game on an SSD to keep it. Hopefully that, you know, helps it stream the assets a little bit better. At the bottom of the HUD, it shows you the grade. Yeah, I've noticed that that's kind of unreliable sometimes, though. Like, I've seen it just glitch out and disappear, and I don't know if that's because I don't have everything set properly on here or what. But I'm pretty sure that there is a grade there. In fact, I think we could tell on the map. It says 0. It says 0. Oh, look at that. End of phase 1. Everything west is included. 0.93. So there's a 1% grade around the bend there that we were kind of going up. Oh, I gotta turn that off now. That's gonna be really irritating. JR Justin is just getting to the junction there, so that's perfect. Now, oh, now it's showing me the gradient. Yeah. And now I'm speeding because I actually do have the speed limit set through here. No, this is just me and AI. This isn't on a server or something like that. It's not on multiplayer. I love New York Central. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. This area, I remember I built a zillion years ago. A really, really long time ago. I didn't even... This was like years before I even started doing videos on this. I don't think I've met anybody who doesn't have problems with multiplayer. I think it's a pretty common thing. Okay, we can throttle back up. No, we're not in multiplayer. We're just talking about it. I've never used multiplayer. I don't have any idea how to set it up, or I have no idea. And let's see if these crossings activate, because I honestly have no idea. I think I set these up, but again, I'm pretty sure I set these up because this is part of phase 1. I spent a lot of time off camera getting everything set up. And I feel like I remember setting these up and then they bugged out or something like that. They didn't work. Definitely not working. So it's all this kind of stuff that I have to like figure out before I release it. I don't want to release something that people are going to complain about. This is definitely something that people are going to complain about. So MP works only if all assets are either in-game or on the download station. But, so you can multiplayer on any map as long as all the assets are built in or on the download station? That's interesting. I'll just pretend like that car didn't just drive right through the train. Trying to get like a halfway decent angle here. They are TRC crossings. It's just that I either set them up and they broke, or they're broken, or I just didn't set them up. But it's all I switched everything over to TRC a while ago. I think during a live stream even. I'm gonna try turning up the bit rate on the stream. Just see what happens. That was a lag spike on my end. Alright, so we gotta start thinking about what track we're gonna put this train on. I think something with SP2 caused them to bug out a little tiny bit. I don't really know, but I think that's what happened. Because they were working fine until SP2 came out, and then everything started getting a little bit wonky. And I might end up ending the stream once we get up here, because I'm getting a little hungry for lunch. I just realized it's like 2:30. I'm almost out of coffee, too. Let's see if we get a good angle here. I'd like to replace this building at some point, too. Bright white freaking building. Let's see if there's a good angle. Really like that. I'm almost out of water, too. I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch. I'd really like some pizza. There's no good pizza in Rochester. It's all terrible. I miss my New York City pizza. I do like this scene, it's just I hate this building. I gotta find something else. Or maybe there's like a way I could kit bash a JR building or reskin it or something like that. I have access to the source files for some of these JR buildings, so I could, I mean this isn't a JR building, but I could like reskin them a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna go zip ahead here and align some switches so we just kinda like zip into the yard. That's going the right way. Get on here. And we will come in to here. Let's go to the last track. I'm just doing this to save myself time so I don't have to really pay too much attention. If I run out of water, I'll have to go get milk. Lols. The speed limit is 35 through here, so we can pick it up a little bit. There's an asset to attach the power lines to the bridge. Is there? Ah, that would be pretty cool. If you know of it, send it to me on Discord. By the way, I'm gonna put the Discord link in the chat again in a second here, while we're cruising. Oh, never mind. I closed Discord, so forget that. How's the lag on there? Because I didn't get a chance to look, but I did up the bit rate, so it should be better looking video. Seems like it's just in Surveyor that it likes to lag. Refinishing as soon as we get to Allegheny. I think you mean Juniata. That's where we're headed. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get there. I might just take a break for a second. But I don't know. It's 2:30 here. I need to get some lunch. And it's a pretty nice day outside, so I want to just go sit outside. See what my buddy is up to. I think we're going to go to a baseball game later. I think, I don't know who I forgot the name of the local baseball team out here. The Red Wings? Let me see what he said. I think we're gonna do that. Game's at like 7. Yeah, Red Wings. I think we're gonna go to the Red Wings game later. Amtrak 99, what up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think they're doing some kind of special beer special too. I think that there's some kind of beer that they're only serving at this game tonight. Like it's a limited like IPA or something like that. So kind of a little bit more incentive to go check it out. So that should be kind of cool. I don't really have anything else planned today, so it's not like not like if I keep streaming, I'm gonna be putting off something else. It's pretty much just gonna work all day. Either do this or do some recording, some video recording, but I'm probably gonna be done after that. After this, I mean. As soon as we finish up the stream, I'm just gonna relax. I worked all morning. You remember my first stream? That's awesome. That was like almost a year ago, I think. Did I fix the... There was, at one point, there was, like, trucks, like, in the ground. I guess I fixed that. We gotta slow down big time. What's the scoop on the Catskill Mountain branch? You mean the Catskill Mountain Railroad and that whole situation? It's still in litigation with the STB. Everybody's kind of waiting to hear what the STB is gonna say, but... the tracks are all removed for like 11.5 miles west outside of Kingston. It's all gone. Ulster County, I think, is trying to do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible, so that way the STB has no choice but to rule in their favor, even if it shouldn't. Did you miss the meet? Yes, it already happened. Long gone. Don't drink until you're 21. And I'm not endorsing it. By any means. Pretty empty yard out here. So I think what we can actually do next time is we can save this session and then like pick up where we left off. Like that's what's great about the P&B is that all these cars are gonna have destinations that are on the route. So like we can just kind of keep shuffling things around. Catch you later, Jimmy Productions. Have fun. The track for this yard is from the Legacy of the BN route. I cannot remember specifically what it is, but it's Legacy of the BNN track from that content pack. I'd like to skin up some coal hoppers that look like this too. Would be really cool. Like really beat up Pennsylvania and Berwyn coal hoppers would be really, really awesome. Ah, yes, Allegheny we left at 12:47. What time is it now on here? It is 13:24. So how long did that take? An hour? No. 12:47. So it did take 47 to... Took about half an hour. That's a good run. Just the right amount of time, you know, for me at least, like mainline running, because I just get really bored with it, if you can't tell. Did it take about an hour? I don't know. This is 13:25. Yes, I have two monitors. I'm playing right now on a 1080p monitor, and then I have a 4K monitor is really my primary display. But if I try to stream with the game on the 4K monitor, my mouse icon doesn't match up, so I tend to not do that. I need to buy a matching 4K monitor. That's what I really need to do, and then sell this 1080p one because it's garbage. It's like 10 years old. Get up here and make sure our tracks are aligned for our favor. Hang on just 1 second, dudes. I got a phone call here I gotta take. Alright, never mind. Coming back. We're gonna wrap it up here anyway, though. I'm gonna park these. Units, and then we're gonna call it quits. But I'm gonna save this session, and then the next time we want to do an operating session, we can pick this up where we left off, and we can sort that consist out, break it down into local cars or local deliveries. Take a look at that in just a second. We are going way too quick. I'm like trying to look at the our chat here. Somebody mentioned putting a passenger station in Allegheny, and I totally forgot about that, and I definitely should. Definitely need to add that in. These guys are waiting. Yeah, hit that like button while you're here, please. It's certainly appreciated. I don't like asking for that kind of stuff, like, you know, make sure you like and subscribe and blah, 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 but it's one of those necessary things. And it really does help because of how YouTube's algorithms are. See, there's the RS3 that I was trying to skin a zillion years ago. It looks like crap. I gotta start doing like some special things during live streams, like a giveaway or something like that. Again, I gotta get like stickers or something to actually give away. I'd like to give away like discount codes or something like that for the game or content or something like that, but I gotta talk to people. But it'd be cool and it'd be a nice incentive to get people here, you know, just kind of do a random giveaway here and there for the people that are in the stream. I've seen other people do that. It's kind of good incentive to get people to stick around or to show up at the stream. I gotta do more stuff like that, but man, all these things, it's a lot to like consider. I'm getting a lot of like frame rate hiccups here. It's a lot of different things to consider, just, you know, if I just do this as a hobby, so thinking about like making merch and giveaways and stuff like that is like, it's cool. I like the idea of it. I want to continue to grow and build up what I do and that sort of deal, but at the same time, it doesn't really take any priority in my life because it's just a hobby, just for fun. All right, so let's see. What I can tell you is if that you hit the sponsor button and you sponsor me for $5 a month, you'll get a digital sticker that you can use in the chat. So let me just show you guys this really quick. The consist that we just brought over. We've got hopper cars here for Vonnie. We've got box cars for Iron City. We've got empty coal hoppers here for the Babcock Mine. We've got loaded gondolas here for Vonnie. And we've got tanker cars for the refinery in Old Town. And it looks here like we have some other loaded gondolas for Vonnie, as well as some other hoppers here. So that is a train that we could put together next time, which could be kind of cool. I was hoping to do that today, but I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes, and my tummy is grumbly. But let's take a quick look at the map, since we're here. Everything that is finished we're looking at it. So up here is Allegheny. This is where we started, and we drove through all of this, all through here. Over here we've got Mill Creek. Over here we've got Vonnie and Iron City. Over here we've got Old Town. Down here is Babcock. Over here is Horners. It's all our farmland, and Allegheny's down here. So all of this is what I have completed since starting doing videos on the P&B. And this is all what is going to be included in, I guess, the download when I finally get to it. This is all stuff that needs to be done, and then there's more on top of that. There's other branch lines that aren't even laid out. But all of this is incomplete, so what I'm going to do is when I go to release, I'm going to delete all these tiles. There's really not a whole lot on there. I'm going to delete these tiles for the release. They're not going to be deleted on my end, but they'll be deleted on your end, so the map will end at Allegheny. So it'll be Allegheny to Juniata will be what's included, and there's tons of operations that you can still do within there, so lots of possibility for that kind of stuff. So it's not like you're going to be missing out on too much. But I think that is going to do it for the stream for today. Coffee mugs, that'd be cool. I'm gonna go get some lunch, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all those, like, you know, whatever things. I hope you guys have a really great weekend, holiday weekend, if you're in the US. If not, just have a nice weekend. And thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next live stream, whenever that's going to be. But I'll let you know. Stay tuned. Thanks for hanging. See you guys later.